Buonasera, ragazzi. It's Fatu, and I'm back with another episode of Good to Know. I just did an introduction in Italian because this episode is about something that's Italian, but not really Italian, but I'll explain that later. But I mean, I guess you can see why in the title of the podcast, but it's going to keep on going. Um, wow, I feel like I haven't done this by myself in a long time because the last two episodes have been with Tracy. I've kind of just been like in a funk lately in terms of the podcast. I've just been doing a lot of stuff related to work and travel, but now I'm trying to get my groove back in. So here I am. Enough with this super long intro. I'm back with more stuff that's good to know. And so this episode is also something that I've been meaning to do for a really long time. I literally wrote this, I typed this out January 8th, and it's now almost May 8th. So been sitting on this for a minute, but today's episode is going to be about a random topic, and this topic today is going to be about Alfredo. Not a person named Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, and every Alfredo out there. Shout out to all the Alfredos of the world. There was this guy in my fourth grade class named Alfredo. He was such a really nice guy. Alfredo, if you're out there, hi. But most importantly, we're going to talk about how Alfredo is not the Italian dish everyone thinks it is, well, at least in America, and does not exist at all in Italy, in the general sense. So, to start off, the Alfredo we have in the U.S. is a very heavy, creamy dish with butter, cheese, milk, or I guess another kind of cream, whatever they make it with, and the equivalent, I guess the original Italian food is based off of this dish called pasta in bianco. And pasta in bianco is literally just pasta, butter, and Parmesan cheese mixed together. So in 1914 in Rome, a man named, you guessed it, Alfredo, brought this super, super basic recipe to his restaurant and named it after himself. And two famous Hollywood actors, Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks, went to his restaurant in Italy, and they loved Alfredo. I mean, the person, not the food, but maybe they liked Alfredo. I mean, he made a good food, so why wouldn't they love him? But they loved the food so much that they brought the recipe back to all their Hollywood friends, and the rest is history. Kind of. We Americans just love to take it up a notch, so of course we made it thicker, creamier, cheesier, and started adding all kinds of meat into it. How it went from just butter and cheese to this circus of a food, I honestly have no idea. And so, speaking of this, I'm sure people think, well, why doesn't chicken Alfredo exist in Italy? Like, what does that mean? What do you mean it doesn't exist? Well, traditionally in Italy, meat and pasta don't go together. Like, usually meat and pasta together as one dish is not really a thing. And I'm sure people are like, what about spaghetti bolognese? Well, okay, that's true, but that's not what I'm talking about. In general, pasta and meat don't go together. Some regions in Italy have their own dishes where they might have pasta and meat, but like I said, generally it's not done. And Italian meals usually start with the antipasto, which is usually cheese and meats like ham and salami. And then after the antipasti is the primo piatto, which is a soup or pasta. Then there's the secondo piatto, which is meat with a salad. And apparently you just don't eat meat with the pasta, and you don't start off with eating a salad like we usually do here. So it goes like the antipasto, primo piatto, and then the secondo piatto, okay? So cheese and meat, then salad or soup, then meat, and then maybe the pasta. I think that's how we're doing that here. And so, obviously the average Italian person isn't having a full meal like this every single day, but this is just how it would go in a formal setting. This is just how it goes normally. The meat and pasta don't go together. The meat and pasta don't go together. And Italians are so passionate when it comes to food. I studied abroad, and the program I did was just in the Netherlands at a Dutch school, and it wasn't through my university or any of those like study abroad programs. So like a lot of the majority of the people I studied abroad with were European or Asian or African, honestly. And so I was like the only American there. But anyway, going off on a tangent, I had a lot of Italian classmates, and my Italian roommate, Sophia, hi, Sophia, if you're listening to this, buongiorno, buonasera, buona giornata, whatever time of the day you're listening to this is, she was disgusted at the fact that I love pesto chicken pizza. And I actually texted her today, the day I'm recording this, and I sent her a picture of chicken Alfredo. And I'm like, is this real Italian food? And she was like, no, that's not real Italian food. She said that they eat the meat first and then the pasta. And I asked her if she would eat the chicken Alfredo, and she said no, it doesn't look good. And she also said I was crazy for sending her that. So a real Italian person from Milan, lived there their whole life, they say chicken Alfredo is fake. So, And also, again, with the chicken pesto pizza, it's so good. But I don't care, Sophia. You can take my pesto chicken pizza away from my cold, dead hands. Apparently, don't put pesto on pizza either, which I think is crazy. And if we're talking about Italian food that doesn't exist in Italy, I'm just going to keep on going and shout out pepperoni pizza, because pepperoni in Italy only has one P, and pepperoni in Italy is just a bell pepper and not like the pepperoni we have today. If you want pepperoni in Italy, you got to call it salamino picante or something like that. And if you ask for a pepperoni pizza, they're going to give you pizza with bell peppers, and also probably ask why you want a pizza with bell peppers. But yeah, and if you want Alfredo, which I'm not sure why you would want Alfredo if you're going all the way to Italy and you should be eating real authentic Italian food, but I'm not going to judge you. But if you do want Alfredo, I guess you can go to Alfredo's restaurant, which is in Rome, or, you can try all the amazing authentic Italian food that is out there. And also, talking about that, I myself am going to Italy in July for my birthday, and I'm so, so, so excited. I can't wait to eat all the food that is not chicken Alfredo, and I'm just going to go ham. But, again, that's it for today. Thanks for listening. I got more coming. Got the last episode with Tracy coming next week, and then I'm going to have my regular, normal, interesting nonsense episodes after that. Thanks for listening again. Have a great day or night, whenever you're listening to this. Bye.